Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. All right, this is second time trying to film this video because, of course, I ran out of storage. This is a collection video of my mother Rex begonia plants. I love Rexes, all different shapes, sizes, colors, and I'm going to go through the ones that I do know the IDs for, the names, and I'm also going to show you the ones that have no IDs. Some of them I kind of have an idea. But anyway, care for these is relatively all the same. It is, let the soil, if you're growing in soil, let the soil dry out between waterings, and well-draining soil, lots of perlite. Bright light if you want the colors like you see here. If you don't have a lot of light, I'll show you what happens. But let's get started. First one up is part of the Jurassic series. This is called Pink Shades. And I love this one in particular because of the shape of the leaves, almost like a maple type leaf shape. And you can see when in bright light, it has different shades of pink on the leaf surface. The center portion of the leaf is like a light pink, and then it's outlined by a darker pink, and then even darker, and then kind of like a black. Not a lot of light, you get more silver like you see here. So that's what happens with a lot of Rex and a lot of plants in general. When they don't have a lot of light, they kind of don't get their full coloration, at least the way they were, what they were bred for. This is a very sturdy grower. You can see that the rhizome is pretty thick. The petioles, the leaves, on the larger side. This one I've taken a bunch of cuttings from, so you can see it's not as huge as it probably could be, but we definitely have new growth coming, so I'm not worried. All right, next one. Another in the Jurassic series. This one is called, I believe it's Silver Points. And you can see this is a really cool, sturdy, large Rex. The rhizome is really thick. You can see how sturdy and strong it is, like a trunk. And the leaves are pretty large. These leaves are also very, very drought tolerant. They're not as succulent as some other Rexes. It's very, very sturdy, and I would say hardy, not like winter hardy, but it's a hardy plant. It just can get through a lot of neglect, let's say. Very, very cool plant, and I happen to love it. All right, we're gonna go to a miniature now. This one is called Rhinestone. This is not necessarily a Rex, but it is a Rhizomatous begonia. All Rexes are Rhizomatous begonias, but not all Rhizomatous are Rex. So this one is kind of like a tiger pattern, and it's a combination of green, light green, dark green, and some purple, almost black. And this one is more miniature, doesn't get very big, the leaves don't get very big. Kind of interesting, good for miniature gardens, fairy gardens, but it also has white flowers, so really pretty, kind of cool. Nice to have in your collection. This one has no ID. I got this at a big box store, like you'll see in the next two that come after this. But I think this one is really pretty. It almost looks like one of the Jurassic, just miniature. The leaves kind of are ruffled, more than toothed, and it's got really pretty shades of pink and silver with almost like black veins at the center of each leaf. Really cool. I kind of like it. Not gonna lie to you. That's why I got it. This one's pretty easy. On the smaller side, not one of the larger, more robust Rex, but it is definitely a full grower, lots of leaves, and easy. It's an easy one. Here's another one that has no ID. I like it because of the pink flush on the inside of the leaf. You can see there, some of these leaves are damaged. It's how they came, but without a lot of light, it's more just silver with some green speckling, but with the right amount of light, there is a pink or purple flush in the center of the leaf. Very cool, smaller side, same as the others as far as care is concerned. And we have another no ID. I have no idea what this is, but I do like the faint pink or lavender veins when it gets under a lot of light. You can see that. A lot of silver, edged in green, and then almost like a purple on the very, very, very edge of the leaf. So it's very unique, kind of subtle, but I like it. Without a lot of light, green with some silver splotches. All right, this next one is really cool. This was a no ID, but I believe this is called either Hugh Mclaughlin or McLaughlin. I cannot remember, but really pretty. This one is very, very strong, drought tolerant. The leaves are very waxy and less succulent than, let's say, these guys. This is like a medium-sized grower, very prolific as far as growing leaves, and beautiful, beautiful fuchsia color under highlight, as you can see. And lower light, these are the hidden leaves, it's more silver. And the veins show through either way. So you got either silver with dark veins or fuchsia with dark veins. So you can't go wrong. I kind of like having multiple colors on one plant, depending on where the light is and which leaves are exposed to the light, because it kind of gives it some depth, some dynamics. It's not just all the same color. Really cool. Next up, we have this little guy here. This is a smaller growing variety. This one is Red Bull. The leaves under the right light are completely red except for the center where the petiole meets the leaf. It is like a black spot. It's just really, really cool. Again, low light gives you silver leaves, but this is what you're aiming for. The beautiful deep red with the black center. Again, on the smaller side. This is a Rhizomatous, not necessarily a Rex begonia. I believe this one was a no ID, but I think it's River Nile. I think that's what it looks like. Another small grower, but if you want to change from all the colors, the pinks, the purples, the silvers, this is a good alternative. It's the lime green with the purple slash black, almost like a checkered tiger pattern around the edges, and the leaf shape is also unique. I kind of like that as well. So it kind of breaks up the monotony of all this color when you have this guy in your collection. All right, and next we have one of my ultimate favorites. I mean, these are all my favorites, but this one, I believe, this was a no ID, but I believe this was also in the Jurassic series, and this one is a large grower. The leaves are huge. Look at that leaf. I'm trying to put my arm in there so you can see. And I believe this is dragon fruit, and it's been blooming nonstop. This one I pollinated, so I'm hoping to get a seed pod. We will see what happens. But look at all these flowers on the inside and the leaf axils. It's got lots and lots of flowers. This is directly under the grow light because I want to keep it blooming. It's just so cool. But look at the color on these leaves. The entire leaf is silver, and the veins are like a pink lavender. And no matter what degree of light it gets, all the leaves are the same. So I don't have any that are more green than others. They're all consistently the same color, which is kind of cool. Interesting. I don't know why this one's different, but anyway, a really, really cool Rex. Very large grower too. Sorry, I'm just picking up these plants as I go. And this one, I believe, is called Silver Limbo. I think that's what it's called. The leaves are completely silver except for that green center where the petiole meets the leaf. It is very, very unique, and the underside of the leaves are a bright red, like a blood red. So that is striking. And what a contrast, right? The silver and the red. I really, really like this one. This one has lots and lots of leaves. It's a fast grower. I've been taking cuttings like crazy because I just want them everywhere. I just think it's so cool. It's like sterling, you know what I mean? It's like jewelry. Anyway, very easy to grow. And last but not least, I have the red escargot. So this is like an escargot, but it has a lot of red in it, and the leaves are less round and more angular and pointed and toothed. So it is just very, very cool. I've taken a lot of cuttings from this. As you can tell, there's only a few leaves left, but doing fine. So yeah, that is the bulk of my Rex and Rhizomatous collection. Let me just see if I can get a bigger, broader view here. Look at that. So pretty. I have all the cuttings that you see in the videos are mostly from a lot of these plants in particular. So obviously these are the potential of what they could look like when they're a full-grown plant, and it's just great. It's so much fun, and they're so easy. I mean, if I can do this in the grow space that I'm using, you guys could do it anywhere. So I definitely recommend looking into some more varieties. If you have any questions, obviously reach out. I love talking plants. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. And I will see you in the next video.